And racing coming out, running Burno out wide. Gladys Emmanuel hunts the rail with it right up there too. Pukeko Warrior trying to get around them. Homebush Howard back in the race then as there is a bit of a check. Cloudy Noir trying to get around them. Well back in the race is No Luck. Back with Springs Eternal and Burno's gone back to last. Pukeko Warrior's in front. Up they come. Coming after it, Homebush Howard. Pukeko Warrior, Homebush Howard. Cloudy Noir was a good run on debut for third. Next to No Luck, Master at Arms. Followed back in the race by Springs Eternal, Gladys Emmanuel and Burno. The first two out. The last two home. Funny old race across the top. Pukeko Warrior will get it though. And at $2.70, $1.10. Makes up for being the beaten favourite last start at Addington. But yeah, it was a funny old race across the top. The first two out with the 2 and the 8. And racing, sprinting to the lead, centre fielders, Casley coming up the inside, Bizarro, Business Boss showing speed around the outside, Matty Hookie getting the second, Tricky Zorro, then we go back in the race to Bizarro, Business Boss as well back in the race, there was Sailor's Collar, Casley, Fireboy, Baxter and Castle Eden, up they come, Matty Hookie, Tricky Zorro, the rail, home, Tricky Zorro gets underneath the Matty Hookie, third and Bizarro, then we go to Business Boss and Sailor's Collar together, back in the race, Castle Eden, Fireboy, Baxter and Casley. First out, last home, like in the first. You're better off missing the kick today. Tricky Zorro will get it, $1.80, $1. Gets up the inside of 6 Matty Hookie, who looked to have them shot around the bend. But Tricky Zorro, pretty smart dog this, going through the grades. Racing Archie Bale comes out running too, but not as fast as Homebush Stew and Pukeko Prowler showing speed. Right up there, nearly rushes Bruiser Bale. Round the outside is Thrilling Hunt to the first bend. Well back in the race is Moon and Sea. Subterfuge and Noggin last of all. Down the back they go and getting away is Pukeko Prowler. Out by about 4 or 5 lengths, headed the chase is Thrilling Hunt. Now Archie Bale starts to run, but a long way off the leader. Back in the race, Bruiser Bale, Homebush Stew, Moon and Sea. Well out of it, Noggin and Subterfuge. Up they come. Pukeko Prowler in front, coming after it, Thrilling Hunt, but Pukeko Prowler all the way, beats out Thrilling Hunt, Archie Bale third, next in Bruiser Bale, followed across the line then by Homebush Stew, Moon and Sea, back to Subterfuge and Noggin, the last of them in. 2 for Barry Healy, Pukeko Prowler will get it, and finally breaks the duck here at Forbury. That's its first win at start 21 here on the track, and once it got to the lead, it wasn't going to stop because it's quite a strong greyhound, Pukeko Prowler. And they're off. Opawa Amy stood there and missed it a stride, but starts to rally now. His Lordship onto the bunny. That'll be hard to beat. No Smidgle and Opawa Amy trying to get around the outside. Hunting the rails, Opawa Opal. Back in the race, scene 2, Flip Flipper. Well back in the race, Opawa Kendall, Gold Star Bella, and no Smidgle last of all. Down the back they go. In front, Hawes, His Lordship. Now Opawa Amy starts to run. Back in the race, Opawa Opal. Running on a shade, Opawa Jed. Further back there, Flip Flipper. Well back, Opawa Kendall, Gold Star Bella, no Smidgle, but once he got on the bunny, it was race over. His Lordship bolts in. Opawa Amy second. Opawa Jet will be third in front of Opawa Opal. Then came Flip Flipper. Further back there on cross would have been Opawa Kendall, Gold Star Bella, and no Smiggle last throughout. Always the way. Changing selections. That's what it happens to you. His Lordship, Adam on top, said no, we'll go Opawa Amy. But they've run the Quinella anyway. And racing, he comes out running Homebush Herald to run to the lead from Shane Bow out wide on the track is Monaco Denver pushing up Opawalaki. The rails there for Mitchell Dean, copped a bit of a check off Ty Baxter. Well back Opawalaki and Ozark's daughter around the corner. Homebush Herald in front. Shane Bow coming after it down the outside. Homebush Herald, Shane Bow lunges. Oh, close. Homebush Arrow or Shamebo, noses between them. Right up there too, Monaco, Denver, Pukeko, Thunder. Back in the race, Ty Baxter, Mitchell, Dean, Opawa, Lucky, and Ozark's Daughter. Oh, that's very close. Very, very close. Homebush Arrow was hanging on, and Shamebo, as we did expect to run well today. Didn't think it would run over top of Homebush Arrow, but it may well have. It's very close. And we're right on the line here, but I couldn't split them live. And racing, flying out Mamalulu to the lead, out after it, out wide is Wymack Dave, pushing the rails, Homebush Zane. Wider out on the track, Hello Blondie, Winnie Willow trying to get around them. Back in the race, No Favours, Gold Star China and John Dory out the back. Around the corner, Mamalulu's in front, hunting the rail is Homebush Zane and coming powerfully, Mamalulu, Homebush Zane. Homebush Zane gets underneath of Mamalulu. Then Hello Blondie to third out wide, in front of Wymack Dave in a big old lineup. Wider out on the track, Winnie Willow. Back in the race, No Favours, John Dory. Gold Star China last. Homebush Zane up the rail. 2 for 2 here on the track. And another for Johnny McInerney. Gee, Mamalulu put 2 or 3 on them out of the boxes, but has been run over up the inside, I'm pretty sure. And racing off, first out Rob's mate, he went bang, put 3 or 4 lengths on them. Sarah's Domain, Gold Star Jenny hit the chase round the outside about town. 2 or 3 back in the race, and as they come across the top is Gold Star Mario. Further back in the field, Lamaki Willow and Calm Spirit, and there's one broken down across the top, Jenny Ahaka. Rob's mate will hold. Second in Sarah's Domain. Then we go to third and about town. From Gold Star, Jenny, Lamaki Willow, back in the race, Calm Spirit, Gold Star Mario and Rob's mate. Gee, he come out jet propelled, that dog, like he can do. And yeah, punters were on him today at $5.90 and $1.60. Thought we might get 10s, but he can do that. And they're off, coming out fast, the outside Harlem Harker crosses down in front of Lena Allen. Booting up in the centre of runners too, What I Like, and out deeper on the track, Opawa Casper to the first corner. This leader's got a big break on them though. Well back Opawa Webby and last Lena Allen. Down the back they go, and in front Harlem Harker. 7 lengths to the good on What I Like. Botany Seat into third. Further back in the race, Opawa Webby, Opawa Casper tailed off Lena Allen. Across the top they come, Harlem Harker starting to get fairy-like footsteps. Out after it is What I Like. Harlem Harker keeps kicking though, is going to hold. Harlem Harker beats What I Like and Botany Seaton. About 6 lengths away, Opawa Casper, Opawa Webby and Lena Allen did nothing on debut, and the NZ will be the last of them in. And racing, sprinting out to the lead, there is Punch On Jamie, thrilling Marty, boots up along the inside. Homebush Chopper trying to get into the contest too. Who's first around the bend? Marty is trying to hunt the rail now, Homebush Chopper. They're followed 2 lengths away, then No Danger is handy. Then came Punch On Jamie, Game Girl, Thumbprint Tony. Last of all, No Ambition. Across the top they come, and getting around to the lead now, Stolen Money. Hunting now is Homebush Chopper. Into the race out wider on the track is going to be as they swing the corner. Thumbprint Tony, up they come and kicking away, No Danger. No Danger defeats Homebush Chopper. Stolen Money to third. Close up there also would have been Thumbprint Tony, Game Girl, and wider out on the track, No Ambition. Back in the race too, thrilling Marty, who got on the drift, and back with it, Punch On Jamie. No Danger, once he was 4th down the back, it was run to the tote time. And to be that handy to them, let them just push through the centre as they swung the corner. And racing coming out pretty well out wide is Noble Fantasy along the inside. Homebush Aerial, No Knowing's booting up there too and trying to push through them. San Sebastian, he got in big trouble though. Pushed off the track, Noble Fantasy and Go Bridie. Meantime, Homebush Aerial's got to the lead. Along the inside, Homebush Bruno. Further back then, Homebush Page, but up they come. Homebush Aerial will hold. Homebush Bruno for second, third's close. No Knowing or Homebush Page. They were followed across the line then by Noble Fantasy. Back to Go Bridie and San Sebastian. He got into all sorts of trouble and he'll tail them in. Homebush Aerial goes back to back. Homebush Bruno tried pretty hard. And No Knowing it will be the third of them in. Wins 6 today for John McInerney between the two meetings. I think that might be his 5th here. And racing, sprinting to the lead there is Gold Star Chumley, but along the inside another Colt Show Speed trying to get around them. Flying Swan pushing between Greyhounds, Cracking Chain. Ostatui Vasa's off the track but running on. Back in the race, Iona Haka. Drysdale's out wide and Homebush Kelsa at the tail. Up they come, Gold Star Chumley down the outside, flying over the top. Flying Swan. Flying Swan beats Gold Star Chumley. Cracking Chain through for third. Right up there too, another Colt and Drysdale out wide. Back to Ostatui Vasa, Homebush Kelso, and Iona Haka will be the last of them in. Well, pleased I took the 3 in the quad anyway, with the 6, 7 and the 8. Flying Swan will get us a little bit of value here at $6 and $2.20. As I said, the 6, 7 and 8, not one of them were fast out. And they're off sprinting out nicely. Sterling Danu, Mangarama hunts the rails out after it. There's 2 sprinkles out wide on the track. There's no more beers. He's trying to push the railway. Power Idol further back in the race. Nettie Sedoon and Rich Terra across the top they come. And Sterling Dan's got them. 2.5 lengths on Sprinkles coming after him. But Sterling Dan loves the place. He beats out Sprinkles third across the line. Big run from No More Beers. He's to third in front of Umanarama, Opawa Idol. Back to Nettie Sedoon and Rich Terra. The last of them in. Ooh, 6.20, loving that. Sterling Dan, number 5 home. Ray Casey and Suzanne Fagan keeping this dog 4-4 breed, and it's loving it. Sterling Dan will get the last. Off the box.